In this game, it's all about timing. It's all about your movement. Eyes is oyster perpetual. Swiss.
Right, guys, thank you for tuning in again. We are MSW. This is the See More podcast. Please like, share, subscribe, all of that. And welcome to another video. Today, I'm with my fellow hosties.
Josh, Big Man Carl.
Obviously myself, Lorenzo. And the topic today is technology. What do you feel like technology has done for you? Where do you feel like technology is going? Is technology good for our kids? Please let us know in the comments and we can get our podcast cracking. Again, thanks for tuning in, guys. Right, man, then, what on?
We're on the radar.
Something else, man? Everybody good?
Yes, man.
So, like, I feel like this was Dam's idea, innit?
Yeah, it was.
You must
call it. You must have some underlying. I call it the rise of technology, innit? And it's timely because Isaiah's new Xbox just came today. So my son's new Xbox just came today, and of course, as soon as it came here, he's in the middle of doing his schoolwork. Man's distracted now. He's looking at it, looking at my man with the thing. Then his lesson's ended. He's like, Dad, do you reckon I can just set that up in the living room? Because obviously, my wife's built upstairs in his bedroom, working. Like, do you reckon I can just set that up? Just wait, man. Just wait.
A real bargain, you reckon?
Then his lunchtime came. It's the same again. Like, do you reckon I can just set that up? Look, just wait, bro. Because we ordered it weeks ago. Because of the issues with the Royal Mail. It's only just come in.
Yeah.
So it's timely. It's good. But for me, it's pretty much about technology and gaming. And I want to talk about them
Gaming, yeah?
separately. So, yeah. They kind of, but talk about them
Gaming's under the umbrella, innit?
under the technology umbrella. I think it's. I want to one of the main reasons that it's come to mind is because one of the main conspiracy theories around COVID is linked in with 5G in it. I'm thinking 5G technology. People are moving mad. At the beginning of lockdown, we had birds dying and stuff. People were putting that down to 5G. People are now saying that, because COVID is
tearing down 5G poles and all that, trees dying and
all of that.
Them and camouflaging them in and that.
Yeah. So I think my
Did you see it? Sorry to cut. Did you see it? The thing here is the.
What do you think?
The
What
tower,
do you think about it?
all the branches is all. I don't know.
I know the reasons that they.
I know the reasons as well.
Like, man, are just getting excited.
I bet you just let the people them know.
But they do that, because basically some old days gonna complain that big telephone mast looks like an eyesore, innit? So they do it to blend into the environment. Simple as.
Yeah. They do it with lampposts and stuff in the forests, and you'll see it looks like a tree.
So what? Then it was just entertainment to hear when they was talking about 5G and it's doing this and
See what it is? It's just the lockdown. People just imagination's running wild.
Yeah, but the other thing is as well, and I'm sure you must have been sent the WhatsApp message talking about Facebook's new terms and conditions, and they're gonna have all this data for you.
I'm glad you said it because I ain't been sent. I haven't read it.
I clicked it yesterday.
Someone's told me about it, innit? And
man don't care.
Facebook watching you WhatsApp already.
Yeah.
Man are watching you already, fam.
So you realise that WhatsApp always gets them sort of messages every year talking about some sort of update or some.
Don't Google Facebook.
I don't know. Actually.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do. Google and Facebook and all of that stuff's linked, and especially YouTube.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I think Facebook owns YouTube. I think Facebook's bought everything. You see Instagram, Snap.
And that's why when we post something, you can like with Insta, you can automatically share it on the book. But you can't do that on Snap because it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's not under the same thing. But it's a couple of these little things that's happened. I've been getting onto my son as well about gaming too much. And I've just had the technology conversation with other parents and stuff like that recently. I was talking to my sister about how long she lets her daughter spend on the phone, and so maybe we'll have a specific session on that. But for the most part, I just want to say for technology, what do you guys think? So let's just take these new terms and conditions. So they're saying Facebook's getting more of our personal data, more information about us.
What personal data?
I think it was about your location, so like where you are, your spending habits,
your contact
your contact
They could do
information.
that already.
I thought they could do that.
There's a whole bunch.
Can't you turn off your location thing in what's it called?
Yeah, of course you can.
Doesn't your phone line service provider know your location by the cell phone mast that you're next to?
Potentially, yeah, because the police do things like that when they're tracking people, don't they?
Yeah, well, they know where you are, innit?
Yeah.
Don't you ever get them texts that say, oh, like the service is going to be poor in so and so area this week? Yeah, they know where you're at. They know where you are.
There you go. But how do you feel about them knowing that information about you and having personal, specific information about you?
I see, because I don't know what information it is, innit? Like you're saying my location, they already know that. Like my contacts are part of the system already, innit?
Yeah.
Like the actual WhatsApp system. So like, I don't know what other personal information they can have. I don't care if they, like me personally.
Just imagine they can access, they're mirroring your phone, bro. Like that's the easiest way for me to, because I don't know the specific details of what they do and don't have.
Depends on
I
what
just
they use.
imagine that they're mirroring your phone. I don't know what's on your phone, so you know what I mean?
Without you allowing it to happen, how and why would they do that?
Well, it's the motivation behind it. It depends on what they're using it for. Right? If like I was just about to say, I don't really mind. Yeah, they watch what I do. They watch my spending habits. Yeah, they tailor the adverts that come to me to be specifically for things that I need. And all that. I don't care about all of that. I just don't want them to manipulate me using the data.
Well, the whole purpose of them gathering that data is to manipulate you.
Yeah, but in what way?
But that's what makes me. It's not.
But it don't matter about what way. Like, how do you?
Yeah, but
do
it's
you
not-
like
it's
being?
nothing
I
new.
don't like being manipulated.
Yeah.
No.
That's nothing new. They've been doing that. They've been after our data for how long? Come on, so this whole new is just it's nothing new, no?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I don't
see
I don't
what way
understand
they're
it. I don't understand it. Someone needs to sit me down and be like, well, they're gonna because I thought they're doing it already. Everybody wants your data, innit?
No, there's only so you see the first thing you have to realise as well, in this country we have GDPR. So like we're protected, like there's data protection in place here, and you have to opt into stuff. But that's why everyone's making you aware, because Facebook have changed their things
So you
to
have
say
to
that
opt out. Otherwise you're in.
like.
Oh, cool, so then I just opt out.
You know, or no, you have to. I think maybe you have to opt in, because that's why they sent it to you. That's why they sent it to you, and you opted in yesterday, innit?
Well, they just come up with agree or read more in it.
Yeah.
What to keep? What's that?
I didn't read it because I didn't mean to press it. It was an accident. I just opened it up. You know when you just rushing to read the message. So I just quickly clicked it, and then I remembered the message like, oh, they're gonna be watching me more. I thought, oh, that was my chance to rebel.
Everyone there? No. Like, I just don't get it, bro. I'm not phased by it.
I guess for a lot of the people out there, where the nervousness and the hesitations come from is because they don't want to be manipulated, innit? And then they don't want to be manipulated in a way that's going to negatively impact them in the long run.
Yeah, but I don't understand what ways they're manipulating.
Yeah, I don't get it, bro. I got told a few years ago, don't put your kids on Instagram because Instagram can use your pictures. Cool, so I don't put my kids on Instagram, but it's like, if I did put my kids on Instagram, or I know other people that's put my kids on Instagram, what can I do then now? Like, I just don't get it, innit? It's like another fear tactic, innit? Because now everyone wants to jump off WhatsApp now. And WhatsApp's been my thing for years. It's been my go-to messenger. That's all I know. I don't even text no more. Do you text? SMS?
No.
You know, she sent an SMS. MMS. Multimedia. Something like that. It's always WhatsApp, innit? So I'm now just going to delete it because they're telling me that they're going to be sharing my. I thought you've been.
No, but you see what it is for me. I'm saying I don't see how WhatsApp can manipulate me. I don't see it. Instagram might be able to manipulate me. You
guys are mixing it up. It's not WhatsApp. It's not WhatsApp that's changed their terms. It's Facebook that's changed their terms.
Alright, cool.
So it's for using the Facebook Messenger and stuff like that.
Oh, well, I don't even have.
I don't use it. I don't use it either. But it's just the fact that these other companies can roll this out. So it's just me. I was literally saying, okay, they're gonna have all of this data, they can manipulate you. I think you're like, okay, how are they gonna manipulate? It doesn't matter, bro. They're gonna manipulate you. Do you know what I'm saying? So they're gonna do. How do you feel about that? They're gonna be manipulated one way or another. And to be fair, that is what marketing is. In one way or
That's
it's
what adverts are, everything.
Exactly.
That's what the colours on your packets of crisps are. Manipulation to make you
want that and that.
It's not a big deal, is it?
Yeah. So it's not. So you don't see it as a big
I don't want to be manipulated. Yeah, but man's already in the war. So what's one more rifle?
I hear you. Yeah, because I'm with you as well in the fact that I'm gonna have tailored information coming my way. It's gonna be specific to.
That's beneficial, no?
To me, yeah. But then it also allows people to mass influence people in the wrong way as well.
Like in that thing of influence.
That social.
Yeah, but they've been doing it, but they're gonna. This is allowing them to do it more and to do it on a bigger scale. So
from that social dilemma, it's been on a big scale anyway. They've been doing that.
Yeah, but this is the problem. Like it's not the collection of the data that's the problem. It's how they're using it.
It's the use of it.
It's their motives that are problems.
Yeah.
I don't care that they have the information on me. I don't care, innit? But I don't want to be manipulated.
Yeah, but all the terms that you would agree to is going to allow them to use that data however they want. You're giving them the freedom to use. So obviously it's like we don't know how they're going to use it, but I think that's where the fear has come from. Fear of the unknown.
I'm always back to the unknown, but I feel like that's not new. What you just said is not new.
No, it's not a new thing. It's not a new thing at all, but it's something that keeps coming up, isn't it? Something that keeps cropping up. And at the moment now it's on the rise because people are talking.
So like,
do you think that it's ever going to go away then?
Yeah, what's going to happen? Everyone's going to drastically now boycott Facebook.
No,
it's not going to happen.
I think technology on a whole is on the rise. So no, it's not going to go away. There's going to be more data.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to be watching what we're doing more.
No, do you know?
It's going to be like Judge Dredd, fam. That's what it's going to be like in the future.
Yeah. So look, let's moving away from this Facebook WhatsApp thing. Yeah.
What do you feel about Alexa?
These kind of things, yeah, because that collects certain data about you as well.
What do you think about the Ring doorbell and all these things?
Do you know what? Today, me and Shona were talking about there's a conservatory roof, and then literally I typed in new CON and it come up straight on the Google search, new conservatory roof.
Oh yeah. Mate, some guy I know the other day. He said there was in the car, walked past his house, it was for sale. They were in the car, so he drove past the house, it was for sale. Him and his wife was talking about, I wonder what's been like in this area. That he's gone home, they even thought about the house again, woke up in the morning, advertisement on his phone. For the house. That's mad, blood.
Yeah. No, that's location services.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. They've used location.
Picked up where you are. That's what it is.
Yeah, but you picked up where he is, but how do they know he was interested in that house, bro?
He must have done something.
They're listening
He's
to
done
him.
something.
He must have
done something.
Yeah, you got
or it's as simple as he's driven past a house that online is up for sale. So now you've gone on the internet and it's just hit you with because you was just next to it.
They're doubling
now
up.
you go to a petrol station, you go to a restaurant. Oh, you've been here. Why not do
it? Yeah, I've seen that.
It's like that.
It feels a bit intrusive though sometimes.
I'll tell you a funny story though, because my dad, like, when it comes to technology, he's just not up there and he's old school, yeah? So he wanted to buy this watch, same thing, innit? Some diesel big daddy thing. So because he's now spoken about it, I believe he previously looked at it.
Yeah.
But he thinks that the thing just popped up on his phone. He was like, oh, it's a sign. I got to buy it.
Did he buy it?
Of course he bought it. He bought two, bro. He got the silver and the gold, bro. Yeah? But he believed that, like, it was a sign. I said, no, you probably searched for it a couple of weeks back, and now it's just reminding you, innit? He was convinced, nah, it was a sign. That's why I bought it.
But maybe he didn't, bro. Because I was having the same conversation with the guy about the house, and he was adamant. He didn't search nothing. He was adamant.
Well, people are subconscious about things. Or do you know what? His wife might have been searching for houses and looking through things, and then
things are linked.
Because they went to IP address.
Could be. Who knows? But how do you feel about people listening in? Like, well, not people, companies listening or having the ability to listen in, like Alexa.
Yeah, it's the whole Bro, it's like when you put a piece of tape over your webcam on your laptop and all that. It's like, do you really believe someone's tapping into your thing? If you do, cool, then take precautions. Otherwise, I don't know.
But do you think that someone's not, or do you think they are?
Brother, I ain't got no tape on my camera, innit? So, cool. If you are, you're watching me dig out my nose and bite my nails, innit? Yeah? Otherwise, I don't know. I don't feel strongly about it to do anything about it.
Yeah, I
I
think
feel like maybe people of more influence or maybe more wealth or importance in the world maybe should worry about them things. But I don't care if they want to watch, man, watch them. I don't care.
Yeah,
You know firsthand, just from your profession, that this world is run by advertisement.
Yeah.
So it's like even though we feel strongly about it, it's not going to stop it from happening.
You find you find different ways, and I think that's what it is, and that is what is slightly scary about it, is that I know how strategic you can be with this stuff. So I know just how much you can manipulate someone with things like this.
With their data.
Yeah. It could allow upper class people to continue depression. And not depression, suppression. They can continue doing that, bro, because they've got the information about you to keep you in your place, bro. Do you understand?
Well, that's basically how it started.
That's
capitalism anyway.
That's how it is.
That's the system that we live. Well, I'm not even going to say the system. I don't want to blame the system. The society that we live in is a capitalist society. That's exactly what capitalism is anyway. One man makes a business and makes money off the people that are underneath him, and he continues to make money off the people that are underneath him. They never rise up. That's businesses, fam. It's up to them to go and make their own business and make money off people underneath them to rise. But
my question is, are you going to accept that, bro? Because
no.
Do you know what I'm saying? Now,
so
we're not looking for definitions. We're looking at
Yeah.
Say we don't want to accept it. What do we do about it?
you got to boycott the thing.
Cool, we boycott.
That's my opinion. If you guys let us know what can we do about it.
It's like, for real, what can we do? Because
real
us three now, we boycott the team. All our viewers,
Become socialists.
I don't think
all our viewers now, they boycott the team, but they're working in the millions and in 100 millions. So 1 million people boycotting ain't gonna make no effect.
So we've lost.
We've lost without even before we've even started. Uphill battle, isn't it? That's why I don't really fuck with social media. Yeah, cool. We're making podcasts, and I'm actually using it in the right way now. I'm using social. If you don't make money or anything beneficial,
fulfilling a tool,
then
or
fuck social media, because you just end up looking at everybody else living fake or reality life. But to you, it's reality because you're just there stuck in zombie.
You can only believe what you see.
And now you've stopped your life because you're looking at what that person's posting.
So do you think we should be? This is mad because we're recording a podcast and stuff, and we're trying to make our name for ourselves as well on social. But like, do you think that we should be making money off of social media? Like, that wasn't the purpose? That's not why it was created. It was created for people to be social. So like, are we us included? You actually using it wrong?
No, I think that we're using it right.
We're using it right now. It started off as a great idea to be social, and then they capitalised it, and now influencers and this and that are making millions.
This is just
advertisement companies
TV
making
in your pocket.
millions.
That's all it is. That's all it is. It's like TV and radio in your pocket now. That's what social media should be. Media, which is TV and radio and film, but in your pocket. So it's social because it's controlled by people that are using it, not like Instagram doesn't actually decide what you're going to post in it. You're deciding.
Yeah.
So, but what's messed up about it is that society is not on social media, innit? Society is all around you. So people are using it wrong in my eyes. If you're trying to interact and boss jokes with your friends, or I don't know, just watching and being busy or whatever, I feel like you're using it wrong. If you're providing something, like you're showing your artworks, or we're doing a podcast, or you're showing your favourite music or whatever, I think that's the right way to use it. I think that society should step back from social media.
Yeah, because I think some could argue that we shouldn't be influenced on these platforms. Like these platforms shouldn't be here to influence us. They should be here for us to
benefit,
to connect with one another.
Yeah.
I'm just going back to the original roots of like why my man created that Facebook thing, or so he could chat to his
It's all
to
link
talk
up
to his
friends
and
and
link up with his friends and stuff. It wasn't so they could put a message on there to let everyone know he's got something for sale or something like that. He's giving everyone
But
tips.
maybe it could have been that.
So-
So we don't know fully.
Well, we don't know, but that is the story that
That's
I'm
the
aware of.
information he's given.
I can only go by the films,
at
the
the
social
moment.
networking film. innit? That's how I find out
Mm.
about the twins and the corruption and the teeth from them man. Da, 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 da. So it's like, yeah, I get it.
But yeah, but like, do you know, you see my point? Like, should it be used in that way? Like, because some could argue, you know, why are we letting people come on there and do that makeup and tell me that this is this is a good little stick to use or something like that, when really this platform is just supposed to be for me to chat to my mum because she lives in Ghana and I ain't seen her. You know,
I don't think that's social media. I think they've messed up by trying to make your connections to the world go through this, innit?
Mm-hmm.
That's where it's messed up. So if everyone wasn't using social media for that stuff, if everyone was actually calling each other, going to see each other, writing letters or whatever, then there will be way less data for them people to collect and manipulate us with. It would only be the data on things that we're trying to sell, or art that we're trying to show, or music that we're trying to play to people or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's not a bad thing, no?
That's a good thing. That's what, to me, that's a
Oh,
good
yeah,
thing. That's what they should be doing.
yeah.
Like, they shouldn't be having fun and living society. Like, I feel like they've put society on the screen. Take society at the screen and just use it for the beneficial things that you can connect to so many people, but for business purposes. Like, not the pleasure in society should be in real society, like in the world.
Yeah.
So like that's it. The line between business and pleasure, then, it's all over the place, isn't it? Because from a business point of view, these social media platforms are mad successful. From a personal, you're fucking up people's mental health. You're putting people in depression. You've got everyone thinking we're being watched. They didn't put that in their plans. They put it in what they did in their plans. They're doing it, but they didn't realise the backlash that it's going to come with now. Innit? So it's just like technology. Yes, it's good and it's bad. Innit?
Another thing is, like, it might be. It is factually, it's hugely beneficial for someone in London and someone in New York to be able to talk like that
And show things.
Wow.
And
It is totally unnatural for so many people to be connected like that at this stage.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
that's a point as well. Like where. That's why I love the tunnel vision that I live by, because we're not meant to know everything. It's gonna fuck you up if you know everything. I got it then. Technology has just helped keep a division between humans. It's helped the 1%ers remain the 1%ers.
Bro, it's done this, fam. It's literally done this.
Technology's
Put
helped
something between us,
because now all it's done is half of the population have seen how the rich live and are now gonna pull up their socks
and do
it, and the other half are gonna, oh my god, we are fucking broke.
Yeah, feel shit about it.
That's all it's done.
Yeah.
It's just bred more. So it's just generational. Just technology now is going to take us into the fucking 100 years now, because they've now set the boundaries again. It's either going to breed good and it's going to breed bad.
Yeah, but we're generalising. You're generalising a lot of a very small percentage of people that
use social media
for vanity reasons. Do you know, like, not everyone does that. Do you know what I mean? Like, Michael Dapper uses it to spread his comedy and to grow his thing, just like Mo Gilligan done.
Yeah, that's not. I think that there's nothing wrong with it.
Mo Gilligan's not out here taking bare snaps of his crep and all of that, or doing the poses and.
No, there's nothing wrong with celebrities.
No, but I'm just like, even because he hasn't always been a celebrity, he's blown up from that. 1-in-2-2 joking. Do you know what I mean? Young Philly, same thing as that. Chunks, same thing as that. Even the Maya Jama, they're all building up on. So I think it's unfair to speak about. Oh, but she's building up on there and all of that, innit? Like, yeah, she's not saying Maya, we know you're not But do you know what I'm trying to say? It's not fair just because you guys are focusing on a very, very small percentage of people that use social media in that way.
I'm saying like you just should.
No, I get what you're saying. I'm just highlighting something that you've been saying, like because you guys are speaking to say, oh, you know, like they're showing off the way that they live, and then people are getting encouraged to live like
I'm
that.
not even talking about just showing off. I'm just saying like
It's just creating a portal.
Like yeah,
And it can go left and right.
right. Like you see right into people's lives, but like you shouldn't be able to do that. Like especially from far, like I can see into your life without social media. I don't need social media to know about you and what's going on in your life. You shouldn't be able to do that with people that live in America, fam.
Yeah, I get
It's
it.
unnatural,
So
and it makes you start focusing on what they're doing and not what you're doing. Not you.
No,
You're focused on
I know what you mean.
but people, blood in general. It makes them focus on other people's lives too much.
So do you think the issue?
And it doesn't matter if they're celebrity or not, fam.
Do
Do you know what I'm saying? It might just be
Technology
someone that they went to
makes
school with that's doing better than them.
But do you think the issue then is that we have the ability to see in there, or is it the issue that they're choosing to show us? Because I will only see.
That's a good question.
I can only see as much as you show.
Yeah. So it's a bit of both, isn't it? But the ability, like I don't think they should
Then
ever
that's
remove the ability, because that is our ability to share good information that we want to share. I'm not gonna say
You take in what you want
that
to
away.
say.
Yeah, it's
And then you show what you want to show.
people
It works
should be
both
using
ways.
it better, innit?
Yeah. But then that's where it gets a bit problematic, because then, you know, we will have a view where it's like, okay, I shouldn't be able to see all of this in your house. Well, I want to show this in my house, so I'm going to show it. Do you know what I mean? So then now there's things out there that people are seeing that they don't want to see, and you can't unsee.
That's the next level of it, then, isn't it? So then that's when the small percentage becomes mass.
Yeah.
Now you just got normal people showing and trying to fake it till they make it.
So could it be fair then that the 99% of us in this world can use the social media then to flip that on its head?
In a better way.
Yeah. Because we can influence more then, yeah?
Yeah, technically we hold all of the weight, but we don't. Like the guy on the what's it called says, like they're the companies, they tilt the board, innit? They don't make you make the decisions, but they just lean you towards the side that they want.
Yeah.
It's your choice to go uphill.
They manipulate.
I hear you.
Back to get me.
I think that information should be shared with like because I wanted to go on to the positive things about technology and information. I think that obviously the fact that we can all go and look at YouTube, or we can learn things, even though you might say you don't trust Wikipedia, but you can go on Wikipedia, you can go on GCSE bite size, you can do whatever you want in it and learn stuff. I think that is excellent in it. It gives people opportunity that didn't have opportunity in it before to learn about things that they might not be able to get to a library, or their library might not even have those specific books that you're looking for. All of that kind of stuff. Yeah,
I think. See, for me, I think I need to make my position and my stance on this all clear. Like I am very pro technology. Like, I'm very for tech. Like
it's used wrong.
Yeah, but I'm not looking. I'm not really looking at how it's being used and stuff.
Where we are, our positions, how could you be against it?
Yeah, like, there's so many positives that I understand the negatives and I'm aware of them, but it's just as much as, you know, it's like walking through a bad neighborhood or a bad end. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to be aware of your surroundings and know what's going on and how to maneuver through that. But for me personally, I look at things at what tech's done in health. Like there's a company out there that's got this thing called the Da Vinci Code. Yeah, they will give you this. It's basically a robot. So it's a good bit of tech that can do your surgery in 4 hours instead of 16 hours. You know what I'm saying? Or it's gonna, you know, you've got to come back, and because they've used the technology, it's more precise. They do it properly. It gets rid of all of the mistakes and stuff that they make in surgery. So you've gone in for your hip now, but you've got to come in because they fucking need. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't. So it lets you do that, and so I think the tech that's out there specifically the artificial intelligence as well, is great, and we're going to benefit from it massively. Robotic arms, if you lose an arm. So for health, I think it's going to do wonders, bro. For social, I'm not so sure. But I can see it as a tool that can be used to help keep everyone informed socially. So if you're a socialist and you believe in socialism, you're laughing, and like you've got the tools right there. And I think we've seen groups like Black Lives Matter, even Me Too, that they've all used they've used social media in that for their campaigns, and that's what's pretty much got them where they.
So I see what actually when I think about it. How come they don't use technology to for voting systems?
But when you start thinking about why they don't use tech for certain things, it's insane, but it's true.
How comes?
But I know the reason why
everyone doesn't have an account. Everyone has a government Facebook account sort of thing. That you go in and you do your votes from there, fam.
Where somebody hacks that?
Yeah, well there you go. I don't know.
That's why they don't do it. There's too much. But you see, this is that's the thing with tech and stuff. Like you can't. You see with the voting thing, you can't replace the trust of writing the Trump and putting that in the thing. Do you know what I mean? Like.
But then that can breed corruption as well with the person.
Yeah, of course.
But I feel like you're pro technology because you're impressed by it.
I am, yeah. And I can see the advantages of it.
Can you see how it can be devastating as well, though?
100%.
Yeah, that's why I'm not so impressed. I get it, but I'm just in the middle, innit? Like I can see how good it can be, I can see how fucked it can be.
Yeah, we're in a bit of a strange area.
But I do, and I don't know if it's fair to say, but I do also think that if somebody is getting something negative out of the technology that they're using, it's probably because of the way they're using it. Because only you can't if I turn that if I'm not happy with the phone and the data it's collecting from me, I think it's listening to. I'll turn it off. Don't use it then. Use it in a different way. Turn your mic off and all of that. Go and get a phone that, or maybe that don't do that. But you have the ability to turn things on and off on.
Pressures of society again, now, innit? You're the odd one out now because you ain't got it. When really, man should just go back to notebook and pad and.
Yeah.
33.
The thing is, you think that you're the odd one out.
I think 3310 was far enough. The fact, being able to ring each other is calm, but the amount of information that we share now is too much.
But anyway, we're not gonna go. It's not gonna go back. It's not gonna stop.
Yeah,
it's only gonna get more advanced.
Because there is benefits.
What kind of ways? How do you see things in 50 years? In it?
With Jetsons.
What's it, Jetsons? I'm sure they thought that 50 years ago.
I want to see TVs. I want to see cars. I'm intrigued. I want to see it because it's going to be something spectacular.
Do you think we might live in the Matrix by now?
Who knows? We're living in the Matrix already, bro.
What's going to happen when they make artificial intelligence?
Say that again.
That's something I think of. What happens when they make really good robots that can do stuff?
Terminator.
Then we're looking at iRobot. We're looking at
Terminator.
You know what I mean?
I'm thinking more iRobot, not Terminator. I'm not trying to get shook off machines and that. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to spread that thing that the machines are going to take over. But what will happen to society if machines done everything for us? Do you ever think about that? We're all going to turn into fat blobs, or
is it damaging us basically?
Are humans going to become redundant?
Yeah, because you see what it is. Yeah, when something's doing everything for you, that means you're not it gives you no ambition. It takes away.
It gives you no purpose.
Yeah, it takes away everything from you because.
Yeah, but you know what?
You don't have to go to work now because you got your team. You got your robots making you money somehow, doing a business or flipping mining.
Yeah, but you know what? There's a word that it's called augmented technology. I can't remember the specific word, but it's about mixing artificial intelligence and machine learning with human interaction as well. That's how you're going to get the best out of tech. And the reason why I'm saying that is because what the point you just made.
I don't know what one.
You literally are fuck sorry, man.
Well, basically, what I'm saying is, when Like if you get to iRobot levels, then what's the point of humans going to school and getting educations and learning about things other than just enjoying themselves?
So that's what I was going to say is I see it and it's a productivity thing. Like they introduced the electronic the tills, the self-service ones into Tesco's and stuff like that. And everyone was like, oh, that's it, they're going to get rid of all of the staff because you're not going to need them on the check. Like, you still need those guys on the check-in because everyone can't just be doing that. But then, I'll be interested to see if Tesco's are employing less people, but I've got a big feeling that they're employing more people because the staff that would have been manning those things, they've just moved on. It's freed up the time for them to do something else.
Yeah.
So it's what it's about.
They've got to supervise the self-service anyway.
They've got to supervise it anyway. But you've only got,
even still.
But for me, it's about you're giving the jobs to technology to complete quicker, so it allows you to do something else.
Potential,
yeah. So that's that. I don't see it as taking over. It will take over if you allow it to take it over.
Yeah. But what I'm saying, I'm not like I said, I'm not trying to get on the Terminator.
Yeah.
Where they're gonna take over from us.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna overthrow, man. It's just with all the free time that humans are gonna have, what do you suppose that they do with it? Just
Depends on the person.
Continue to educate themselves.
Yeah, you can go on
go by you man when we was in the lockdown. You man was always telling me I can't sit still, I need to do something. You man took up gardening and all these things. See me, I was kicking back. So it just depends on the person, what they want to do with their time, innit? It's no one else's business or responsibility.
Alright, what about society? Not just people, then society. Because you can't say it depends on the person. Society as a whole. What are they going to do when they got bare free time? It's kind of like...
But why would they have? Why would they have loads of free time?
Because everything, I'm talking about iRobot times, isn't it? So everything's automated and like food is abundant because they don't need workers to go and plough the fields and all of that. The robots do it. They do a great job. They make way more corn than humans ever did. So food is abundant, time is abundant. Like resources, other than like they probably work out some way to mine for better energy and all of that. All this stuff's like. So all you have now is time. You don't have to go to work. You don't really have to educate yourself because you've got a robot looking after you and this, that, and the other. What do you think that society? Because like. At the moment, society might drive towards educating more doctors because people got corona, or drive towards energy production, or drive towards cleaner energy.
I go back to marriage. I just think that it's like Lorenzo, you do what you want, or like. But I just
I get what he means though.
I do get.
We can't answer. You can't answer.
I'm asking for.
But it will never be like that.
It's almost like that's a problem that your great
because basically the way that you position things is. All that somebody would need to do, like, they don't need to do anything. They can just be asleep.
Just wake up.
They don't even have to wake up. They don't need to do.
What should they do with the time? That's what I'm saying. They don't have to do anything.
No, but what I'm trying to, I don't believe it will get. I can't see it ever getting to that. Like I don't think technology will take over so much that we don't have to do nothing. Like, you're still gonna have to go. Like you was like, you ain't got to go to work. Postman's gonna have to go to work. How are you gonna even pay for that robot in the first place? Like, how are you gonna even? You still got to live somewhere. Like, how are you gonna pay for that, bro? Or is your robot gonna do it all for you? Do you know what I mean?
Man's thinking of like.
You're not thinking as far as.
I'm thinking.
No, bro. I'm thinking. Trust me, I am thinking.
If you are thinking as far as him, I get what you're saying.
But then but if we're that far ahead, you might. If you got your robot here doing that, you might fuck off to Venus for the weekend.
This is what I'm saying. What
you might.
Do you think that man would got like?
Yeah,
what is
Venus for
man
the weekend.
You know what? I thought fucking Venice. Man said Venus, yeah.
Fly to Venus, get one of them robot
planets around.
No, but do you know what I mean? That it's difficult to put ourselves in that situation.
See like Alien, that Alien World thing on Netflix.
Yeah.
See the one where they just live in the tanks.
Yeah.
I'm thinking not that far, but halfway to there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. What are them man in them tanks there calculating?
How to get out.
Technology got them there, innit? That's what I'm saying. That's where technology will get you to a tank, fam. But then what do you think about when you're in the tank, cuz? Like what are you spending your time thinking about?
But you know what?
You're just enjoying the company.
You know what? You're touching on fucking human extinction to our
Not even extinction, but it's just
But
like.
if we got
No,
nothing
he is,
to
isn't
do,
it? That's what I'm trying to say,
Touching
bro.
on that. If we got nothing to do, but we got no
Because
purpose.
what do you do? Because you're saying the robot's doing absolutely
So
everything.
you've taken away any sort of human interaction because okay, cool, we'll link up, but man's not educated to even.
But do you know what? Do you know what? Actually,
So our robots are speaking for us.
yeah. Do you know what? If we're at that,
I wouldn't go that
yeah.
far, fam. I don't mean like robots.
No, but if we're in a situation where they're doing absolutely everything for us, I don't think I'm with you.
That
We
means
won't
that
exist,
that
man.
means that wiping man's ass. I don't mean absolutely everything.
Yeah, but that's what you was. That's how you was coming
I'm
across.
thinking kind of like robots and slaves, fam. Like how slavery was in it. Them man there. Like you see what it is. Like see what slavery done for America. Yeah, was it freed up time for the rich people to focus on education, and then that's how and like engineering and design and shit like that, and then that's how they went from like.
Yeah, but you're answering your own question.
Yeah,
that's what we were
that's
doing.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to
Get it out of us.
get out of you, man. Like, you man are like, oh well, we'll be finished then. Like, no,
What you did say we wouldn't even have to go to work or go to school.
Yeah, you
So
did.
then man are turned uppy then.
Yeah,
Because we're not
we
being
weren't-
educated.
Yeah, but that's how it was for them, man. They didn't have to go and do any of that, but they could spend their time educating themselves if they wanted to.
Who? Slaves.
Slave
Slave
owners.
masters.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? They didn't have to go to school to
Yeah,
learn
but
anything.
all they focused on was buying up more land and making money.
Mm.
That's why their man is rich now.
So what do you reckon?
Generational.
And they
So
use
reckon,
and they use the slaves for productivity.
yeah. But that's the whole point of making it. Like, it will make everything more productive, so then, like, your time's free, innit?
Yeah, exactly.
And then,
To learn more,
I
to
was
grow more.
trying to ask you, man, what do you think the man will people will focus on when technology has got that far, innit? That was a question.
Okay.
But I did answer you. I said I can't answer that. I
Mm.
don't know.
Mm.
I don't know. I've got so much time to do nothing.
But society is always
I
looking
don't
at
know what I'm gonna
it's
do.
always looking at the next thing.
Mm.
So
I'm gonna build a spaceship and fuck off to Venus.
Now we got the kids them now. They're the future, innit? So like
Yeah.
wherever so that's how it's gonna be. You're just gonna be planning for the future.
Mm.
Hopefully by then, Tesla brother, Elon Musk would have had his thing on the Mars. We'll be going from there somewhere.
Jupiter are doing mad things, man.
I
We're
don't
going to next Milky
Do
Way.
you know what I mean? But yeah, my last question I've got written down here in terms of technology and stuff is: do you think social media can help build your skills up?
As in social aspect.
Yeah, because we've seen negative. So you see that our kids are that they're messaging each other and stuff. So they've got no social skills. But is that fair to say? Because they're using social media and they're talking to somebody.
It's
just because
it's fair to say
physically
no,
saying
because then when you see another human being, you're not going to know how to act. Because you built all your confidence behind something else.
So what I'm saying.
So it's almost like you're going to have to talk to someone like this to have confidence. Because as soon as you get some real eye contact, it's going to throw you off.
And trust me,
Oh fuck!
all of the
What
conversation
emoji do I do?
comes out different.
But we could potentially be living in a world where there is less.
Yeah, so that's
There is
I don't
less
see a benefit.
interaction. So there's a change. It's just the fact that we could change the way that we communicate.
Yeah, but I've
Because
seen,
it's
seen so many
evolved now.
bad things happen that's come from it.
Yeah.
Even that idiot show on MTV, Catfish and all that. Look at what it's
Mm-hmm.
breeding. It's breeding people that see someone else's life, and because they're feeling shit about theirs, they want that. They ain't got no social skills, bro. They got all the lingo over the thing because it's you can't see me chatting, innit?
So is that a social skill? Is what I'm getting at. Like is being able to is talking to somebody. Is that are you being social?
Yeah, in a way, it's a skill.
You
It's
can't
a skill.
deny it's a skill.
Yeah, it is a skill, but you're not using it in the right way.
Okay. Yeah. But
It's
even
not a positive skill.
Even-
You have developed skills to be literate and
Yeah, but you could also say that it's a crutch as well because you can only do it through the internet. So that's a crutch.
But what about video? Because kids are using the video things as well. and-
Yeah, video breaks down barriers.
Yeah, video is definitely
Because you'll see.
halfway in it.
So do you think that could help build their social skills?
What in the real life?
Yeah, no, in real life, like today, like now.
what talking to people over video will make it easier for them to talk to people in real life.
Yeah,
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose it could. But
But maybe more for somebody that just struggles with that.
Yeah.
That's like a step one.
Yeah,
But
it's
for,
like
for me,
not generically. Yeah,
It's a gateway. It's a good gateway.
Yeah.
So the video aspect of it, there's positivity in it. If there's no video and it's just text, purely text, emails or whatever, then no, it's not
Because this is where the gaming element came into it for me, because there's a lot of online gaming, and I was just wondering, okay, like, is that damaging somebody's social skills, or is that improving somebody's social skills?
Well, it depends on the gaming though. Is it the gaming where they can see each other, or is it the gaming where you've made your avatar, we'll link up in the game?
Well, that's what I'm more used to, innit? Like a Call of Duty or you know what I'm saying, like that. But
That's the same as being behind something, innit? If it's the gaming where I can see you with your headset on, it's like, I know who Josh is. Not fucking the character that you've made.
Trust.
Yeah, so you guys you think that's just damaging?
Family. When you get into a Call of Duty lobby and you hear the way people talk to each other, you'll know that that's nothing like society. If we was all in a room together and you said that to you, you'd be fighting.
Trust.
Or whatever, you wouldn't even dare be that brazen or brash to be talking smack to anyone. You'd just be like, good game guys, good game. Yeah, but because you're over there and you're over there, you're talking the most fun, telling man he's dead and that he could do whatever and like.
I mean, to continue a relationship. So say like your son now, he knows his brethren.
Yeah.
So now, it's a positive way now to stay in contact with your brethren because you know who they are and what they look like.
Yeah.
But it's meeting new people now.
Yeah.
It's
an issue because
you ain't seen that person. Yeah, you ain't seen that person. You don't know what they're like. So it's like, okay, that's where. But if me and you know each other and then we go on game now, we're better. It's beneficial in it because I know who you are in it and we're making progress. But I get it's again pros and cons in it.
Yeah, social. Yeah, when you think about it.
So like how young or what age do you think we should expose our kids to technology? Really and truly, we both got 2-year-olds. Even with Carter, he's in front. You let him watch a bit of TV.
Yeah, but I started to notice that I don't like him watching it. To be honest,
they're already in it, and then
me and Bilky just talk about this. Me and my wife spoken about this quite a lot recently because I just discussing it. But we have both agreed that we like Aria using technology. We like that she watches TV and that she uses her tablet and stuff. Because she's learned so much from it. Like she's learned so much from it. She doesn't excessively watch it. We might have a weekend or something where everyone's being a bit lazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's allowed, that's fair. You need your little down days and stuff. But I think as long as it's being policed and you're actually parenting your child, I think it goes a long way. They learn is it motor neuro skills? Is the from the tablet and doing all things like that.
phonics, sounds,
they learn all of that. They're learning the phonics now, and they're using the things that I can see only positives in that. I do understand though that if you've got your kids exposed to gun games and fighting games from an early age, it could lead on to.
So then, as a parent, it's your responsibility to monitor the technology. You can't keep your kids away from it. You can't. Not in the age that we're in. They use it in schools, so you can't.
Yeah,
but it's your priority to make sure. Because I had a talk with my brother as well, and he didn't want to get his daughter. His daughter's the same age as my son, just a year younger, and she doesn't have a tablet yet, and he was not on it. You're not having nothing. And I bought him on the Amazon Kindle for kids.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I said to him, fam, no, real talk, that's the thing. You log in yourself, you put all your restrictions that you want, and then you switch it to the kid mode, and you can literally leave them on it. And know that they're safe.
Yeah, exactly.
And he was like, alright, cool, I'm gonna try it. And he done it. Happy days. All educational stuff and
And you're not happy with it, it's like, well, you take them off. You take them off. But do you know what? We leave, with my daughters on, we leave it around. And she'll pick it up to watch and play with it. Like, Not too much, bro. She's got the doll's hand. She's got other things.
Yeah,
like,
it depends on what.
when they've got it, when there's other things, I think the traditional games,
Always
and
go
manual
back to
game. Yeah,
like my
you
son,
always-
I tell my son so many times now, yeah, you're bored, go and do a puzzle.
First.
He's gassed.
Yeah,
Because it's
that's what I
like
mean.
he didn't initially think of it, but then when he's doing it, he's loving it.
Mm.
Got a whole heap of puzzles, read books.
Mentally stimulating.
So
and
yeah,
stuff.
throw man back to the old school.
But that's using the right type of technology, the right type of software. I think with gaming, you're living in fantasy, innit? Do you know what I mean?
I like games, innit? I'm not gonna lie. I like.
That's why I thought this
I
would
like
be
video games
a
and I
good topic, because you
proper
guys,
games as
because
well.
you don't play so much now, innit?
Yeah,
But
not so much, but I've
but
been a gamer.
you guys used to. Whereas I've never really been into it, so I was just like,
I think for children, yeah, like from my own experience, I'll say that computer games is something that you do. Like a good way to guide a child on it is something that you do when you wake up in the morning before you play rich, you play your game, and the hours before you go to bed, you play your game. During the day, you play in real life. That's kind of the way I was raised in it. I never really, until I was like 17, because I wasn't really a gamer before. Like when I was at school, I never used to play Call of Duty or none of that. It was only when I left school and I had more time
yeah.
that I started playing.
But I know you guys, bro, and
Never.
there hasn't been a negative. There hasn't been anything negative come out of you guys.
Yeah, I don't have a negative.
You might have
impact.
gone out and go try and lick down loads of people, or
Brother, and there's been days where I'll spend hours, and then the next day spend hours, and then the next day spend hours on the game, and it's not what I don't feel like it's what my mind, because I started really getting into the gaming when I was a young adult.
But doing that, do you feel like it impacted you in any way? Like,
Yeah, because it's just not very productive to do that, is it?
mm,
That's what it is. Like,
but you don't. Do you think it changed your mental state at all?
no, it just made man a bit lazy, innit?
Not really.
Just made man a bit, like I said, it just made man unproductive.
But it's like using social media, isn't it? It's how you use it, what you take in. But playing, me and him used to link up and play for hours. Hours.
Some of them
Hours.
were excellent times, blood.
Like,
Like,
but
really good fun.
I remember you. I remember.
But we used to just go, but we used to link up after work, yeah, go home like from work like together. On the way home, we both get beers and Rizzlers and whatnot. We're gonna get snacks that we're gonna need, and then we'll go to each other to our separate houses, link up online, killing up zombies, like catching the jokes. Man's like Lorenzo, you want your second dragon start here? Yeah, like catching the live jokes.
Yeah, and your bond grew from that. So could you say that you have built up some social? It's positively impacted you socially.
When you know
But we was
someone
neighbours though as well.
Yeah, no, I know, but
You know
it
someone
doesn't.
before, and you can develop your relationship even more.
So it has had a positive impact.
Yeah, I suppose it has. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I still play Call of Duty with my brother to this day.
Yeah. But like, do you think? You see, we hear about these kids where they go and act mad, or they've taken a knife to school, or they've done something because
They're doing it
because of the
at
game.
the wrong age and for wrong times. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. So
Like when I was young, when I was young, I weren't playing Call of Duty and stuff like that. My
I was
mum didn't let me
outside.
play.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
outside
Mum-
playing, being social.
you're saying
The hours you
play
play,
Spyro.
the hours you play, yes. It don't matter. Even if you was playing Metal Gear Solid, whatever, yeah. The hours you play those games. Oh, what's it called? Oh, what do you know about? Oh, what was the other one? And Banjo and Kazooie. Like, it's bad.
Yeah. That, but you know what? That's why I really like the Nintendo, the Switch. So we've got it downstairs now, and I like the games are more interactive. They're more family friendly. Do you know what I mean? The Nintendo do that.
Gaming is like films.
So them age certificates, you've got to take them serious.
Take them serious. That's the point I'm trying to get at. So you see my brother. My brother's 14 now. Cool. He's capable of playing Grand Theft and Call of Duty. But you know what? Really and truly, you should not be playing them games.
Yeah.
It's 18 for a reason. So the earlier you're going to expose them to that, you're going to have issues.
Normalize these things that are not normal.
Yeah.
So Call of Duty, yeah, that's why them brothers will go into a school and shoot up the thing. Because them man have seen it in a game by themselves, no friends.
I was just say Fortnite and doing everything there as well.
But do you see games like Call of Duty So Call of Duty, Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto, yeah?
Mm.
Do you see Call of Duty a bit more acceptable for kids to play than Grand Theft, or you like, they're the same thing?
They're the same.
Okay.
Yeah, they're the same. They're on the same level, fam.
Okay.
Call of Duty and Fortnite. Fortnite's all colours and they try to make it child friendly.
Yeah,
innit?
yeah.
It's still the same thing.
Still laying man that.
Still letting man down.
Yeah. And Halo and all of them things.
Still
It's
like
the shooting
that.
game. So it's the shooting, the actual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think what the game developers try to do is obviously try to make, when they want to make family friendly ones of those, they obviously make them as out of touch from reality as they can, innit? Like Fortnite. That's
Yeah. So
way away from reality.
because I've always been like
even Halo, like that's like that man's in a spacesuit. Like it's not happening here; it's happening in space. Like for a kid to differentiate, like that's not normal. That's some spaceman thing. Normal life, we don't do them things. But see,
Yeah.
Call of Duty, that's.
I can't lie though, yeah. Call of Duty has prepared me
for war.
It has. He's
Like,
ready for AK.
like, I would know what to do.
Yeah.
I would know what to do.
We hope so.
I would hope I know what to do, but
He's
I
gonna
would be like, right,
I know how to reload
say my
this.
Call of Duty name and then I'll tap in it.
Yeah,
Come on.
I'll be like, fam, throw the thread. Let it cook for a bit.
Do you gonna be that? You'll be like Kevin Hart in that film with Ice Cube.
Can I get a sit rep, please?
Fucking Ride Along.
Ride Along.
Yeah.
That's what he's on, isn't it?
Come on.
Because I've
But
been
it's just like films, isn't it?
I've been quite mindful of that stuff though, because like with Isaiah when he was growing up, I had mixed views. Sometimes I thought, oh, like, let him play that, innit? And I thought, no, there's no way I'm letting you play Grand Theft Auto or nothing. So I used to get things like Plants vs Zombies. There's the plant, but like, is that, when I think about it deeper, is that bad then? Because it's the plants killing the zombies, isn't it? Or the zombies killing the plants?
That's you.
You ever seen a plant kill a zombie?
Yeah,
That's you just trying to.
Skylanders.
Yeah, like.
something
Yeah,
there.
You done it right, innit?
Yeah.
You didn't just throw a man straight in
Like,
here, play Grand Theft.
Yeah, do you know what's crazy? You don't play them.
You don't even
He's
wanna
not-
play
He's not
them.
interested in those games.
Exactly.
Fortnite is the main one.
And that's probably because all of
But what you said, innit? Try keep a game as a game. The more realistic it is, the more problem you're probably gonna have with your child. Keep it
Call of Duty ain't a kid's
fiction.
game.
Is it? Is that?
Yeah,
is
it's
that
not
the
a
word?
game. It's not
It's
a
not
game.
game.
Fictional, innit?
Yeah.
It's fake, innit?
Yeah.
So we just
Call
need
of
to-
Duty's real, blood. That's real.
That's
what
what
them
I'm
men are actually doing.
I reckon.
But the difference is when you get shot, you're not respawning, blood. Yeah.
Yeah.
But all them plants, Crash Bandicoot, all them games there, yeah, keep it gaming, innit? Keep it colours, keep it happy, keep it.
So message to the parents out there, then, you know, please.
Just do your best to police.
4 4 hours is enough, mate. 2 in the morning and 2 in the
You've
evening.
got screen time as well.
Yeah. On a weekend.
On the weekend. What about during the week?
1.
Oh yeah.
I want to get stricter with that. I do.
Or just nip it in the bud and don't do it in the week at all.
Yeah, trust.
Do you know what?
It's peer pressure of society.
It's a difficult one for me.
It's a long time still.
Yeah, it's a difficult one for me. So Isaiah normally will play from like 5. So he'll play for like 4 or 5 hours midweek, because like, in my eyes he's done. Yeah, like now, like today, because he'll go.
Do you know why?
he'll
It's
go
not
to
at
bed
school
soon.
though. Do you know why?
Yeah, but
that's so normal.
He's got
He
his
don't feel
lessons
like
in
4 or
that.
5 hours.
Yeah,
He doesn't.
Ask him. He don't feel like he sat there for 4 hours.
No, he doesn't. But now that I'm saying it, I'm like, right, but that's disgusting. That's a long time.
That's a whole day out of the week.
Do you know what I mean? But then on the flip side of it,
Well, you could sit there and watch a film for 3 hours.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
But the flip side of it, I'm like, okay, he's done what he needed to. He's sat here and done his lesson online. Then he's done the work he needed to do after. Then he's read. He's helped around the house, done his bit. Then there's like, I'm like,
As long as you do your bit.
what else can I make him do? That, do you know? And I think I also feel like, okay, he is a gamer. So like, I think as a parent, do you accept that your child's a gamer and you give them a bit of leeway with that? Or,
Yeah, you do.
But you gotta let them be who they want to be, innit?
Yeah. But you know,
who they want to be.
But you said it right though. He did what he had to do before you played.
yeah. But it's not taking away the fact that 4 or 5 hours is still a long time. Like, it's still too long.
What would you
But
prefer
like I
to do
said-
for those 4 hours then?
But like I said, you could sit there and watch a film.
As long as you're out my way, I don't give a crap.
Like I said, you
What about if you read a
you
book
sat there and watch
outside?
a film for 3 hours, innit?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like he's gaming for that long, but it's like, okay, cool. maybe the next day you're not going to allow him to game for 4 or 5 hours. You might just give him an hour. If he's going to do 4 or 5 hours from Monday to fucking Sunday, you got a problem.
Just give him a bank for the whole weekend and you got this amount of hours for the week.
And as you use them.
But
it's not just for me. I'm happy with it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
For other parents, how do you think? What do you think is?
I think 1 hour on every evening is accept. I'm not saying your child should play for 1 hour, but that's acceptable. If your kid wants to play games or not, 1 hour an evening is enough, and 4 hours on a weekday on a weekend.
What are we on?
2 hours in the morning. Or 1.5 even in the morning and 1.5 at night. But when I'm thinking about it, like 2 hours on the game is not like I'm like that's not enough.
I said it's not enough.
It's not.
But that's stuff like
get
that
home and think like
I
I've got to go to bed.
Loading.
I've got to go.
Yeah, that's what you said stuff to me like that. Yeah.
If I get home at 10 now and then I think I want to go to bed at 12, I won't play Call of Duty. Because I'll be like, no, 2 hours.
There's no point in getting
involved.
getting
into it. I just won't play.
That's crazy. Cause see, like for me, when I think about playing computer or something, I'll jump on that thing for 10 minutes or something. I might have a couple of rounds of that Tekken or something like.
That's 10 minutes.
But you're not.
But just save your electric fam. Your book fam.
But then I don't know what they could be doing, but something a bit more interactive. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let us know your thoughts. Please comment below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button. It will let you know every time that we load a new video. And share, spread the word, tell a friend.
Comment your favourite video game, yeah?
Yeah, definitely. And what you do with your picnic.
We're MSW. This is the Seymour Podcast.
Yeah, peace.
It's a rock lifestyle.